say you black, then watch your mouth. We ain't listen, nah, not for the clout. People used to say you black, then watch your mouth. We ain't listen, nah, not for the clout. Original man, all I'm watching is y'all. Crazy how addicted I used to be at the mall. Spending all this hard-earned dough but never bought. In the game of life was more of a curtain call. Smiling in your face, can't tell I was hurt at all. My little Asian love would go and run me the raw. Brought it to the crib and let me borrow the car. Gotta be fly, you gon' catch the people eye. Can't recognize the real when you always taught a lie. Can't remember a day when my mama wasn't hurting. Daddy wasn't brave and my niggas wasn't cursing. We was just some slaves in a maze with our burdens. Trying to find our way through this pain we immersed in. Raised by a gay shit, the sage wasn't working. Remember when they say we was 3/5 a person? But if we came first, how the fuck do that work? I know this people never like to tell the truth cause it hurt.
What up, y'all? This is the Real Remy Red, and we are on Black Voices Uncensored on the Wake Up Radio. And yo, I just need to say thank you because it's different right now. I don't know if y'all understand. It's real different right now. I'm in a, you know me, I'm fully transparent, right? I'm sitting here, my heart is beating out my chest because we have a whole topic that we're supposed to talk about. But you may not know who this is, but you know who this is. And he's smiling. And I haven't said shit yet. And he's fucking smiling. Just so we understand, let me introduce. First, shout out to Sydney. You already know this is my therapy. I thank you for this. We'll see after this show. Anyway, this. I want my show. That's why. Oh, man. Anyway, I want to introduce you to Crystal. Y'all know Crystal. We've been talking about Crystal.
This Crystal obviously did what the fuck I was saying to do. All right?
Wow.
Y'all can front all y'all want. Mr. Transparent went home and dropped them drawers and bust that ass, and she's sitting on his couch. Tell your friend that. I need you to tell your friend that right now, early in the show. Tell your friend, Kevin's theory worked.
Hold on, so we don't.
Early in the show, tell your friend, Kevin's theory, because she might not watch deep into the show. Serious. She might not watch deep enough into the show to understand.
Wait. Which friend are we talking about?
You don't want me to. Oh. I still want to give you a chance to introduce the show.
Oh, anyway, so again, the show, well, it's a 2-hour show, y'all. So it's about to be interesting for 2 whole hours of the rest and end of my life. This is my ex, y'all. This is Crystal. You know what I mean? This guy. This is my ex. So, everybody knows Kevin has a very, how do we say, graphic understanding of relationships and so on and so forth. So, this should be interesting, y'all. This is the Real Remy Red. You're sitting here with Matt. No, hold on. Because when you watch later on in the show, you'll know why this is important. Usually he calls himself the world famous gun show, which he is. But
I've been on something different, but I'm going right back to this because if you mess with me, I'll make a commercial. If you mess with me, I'll make a commercial on you.
Right.
And who masterful printing. Let's take this old man earpiece out. Masterful printing. MASTER FUL printing at gmail.com with that much energy.
And that part. You'll see later why that's important.
Yo,
what he about to say?
See, I was about to say, y'all wasn't there, but my man was there, B. Yo, listen, I didn't ask anybody this all week. That's serious. At what point would you have flipped out?
Hold on, bro. You gotta stop.
Oh, they don't know what we're talking about yet. We gotta let them know what we're talking about, and then we'll get there. We'll get there.
Slow down, bro.
Because Remy and I talked about it earlier too. So
right, you getting excited, bro. You just jumping in this shit. You just got premature ejaculation shit. Be slow down.
Yo, my nigga, if you didn't know, sometimes you gotta go in the bathroom, jerk off, let that first one out, then come on and bust that ass. All right. Word of mother. I'm just letting you know.
Now I know.
When you know you about to get some, when you know you about to get some good pussy?
Yes, some good pussy.
Like certified?
Right, certified.
You gotta let the first one out. You know what I'm saying? So that you're not.
Just so y'all know, I'm trying to upload the video so we
So
can watch
do your
it.
job, brother.
So,
You should have been did your job. What you want me to
It
say?
was MOB and MOB. I want them to know.
I just want everyone to see that I'm here with all that harsh stuff that I said, or what someone's friend thought was so harsh that I said. And look, the person, she's sitting right here with me.
Okay.
Just so you know, I'm trying to upload the video.
So you're gonna play
So
the
you
song?
can watch
Do your
it.
job, bro. You should have been did your job. That's what's going on.
It was MOB and MOB. I want them to know. That's technical difficulty. We're gonna edit that out. You know
Right,
what
right.
goes.
So, yes, I can talk about what I want to talk about.
Hold on, Crystal, want to talk?
Yeah, let's get Crystal. Yeah, your lip gloss is looking nice today, Crystal.
My lip gloss. Okay, my lip gloss. Word.
And I will reiterate, sex does not fix everything. It can help.
Why is you reiterating you don't fix everything when it seemed it got you on this couch?
That's not what got me on this couch.
You are why we are on this couch. Our breakup and anything that has to do with that is not why we are on this couch.
Exactly. That's not why.
I heard y'all been
Hold on.
I heard y'all been
Hold on.
bold.
Before you get to what you want to talk about for deflection, what's the name of the show?
Accountability and
Hold on. What is it? Accountability, can we get some? The point I'm trying to say that you're deflecting from is you
Accountability.
there's somebody that thinks you picked on.
It would be here.
So my birthday story. Hold on. I didn't get to give my introduction. So this is the real Remy Ray. This is on the Wake Up Radio with Black Voices Uncensored. Cindy, thank you for my therapy. I have Crystal, my ex here. She's more than my ex. She's my business partner. I got Kevin. He's my big brother.
you don't know how to categorize me right now.
No, I do. I'm saying this so you understand. This is my core. So I'm going to hear from somebody that is one-sided. I'm going to hear that from somebody that is one-sided. Just understand, Kier wasn't there. Casey don't give a fuck what we say. He always will disagree.
I'm not looking for any
Pierre
support.
was there in the beginning, so he knows
The
Set up.
gist.
who this person is and what it's about.
Okay, so the reason why I say that is because it may not feel fair, but we got to talk about this because everybody sitting here is a part of the beginning to the end, and we ask the person that we're speaking about that we're going to use as an example to be here. And the reason why this is so important that we speak about, because as soon as I saw this, I thought about allegations that I've heard. I thought about Bill Cosby. I thought about the narrative between especially black men and black women and how the actions that this person took, you called me and said it. This is how people can lose their life.
Oh, yeah, guaranteed.
This is where a man who wants to protect a black woman will be told something and it will cost him his life and it's not true. Or it's not the way that it was said to him, the message was. And this is not a divide, black men and black women. This is about accountability. Sometimes when people look at me and tell me there's a lot of black men that dip on their kids, I don't say no, I go, yeah, you're right, but let's focus on the good ones and stop giving them lame ass niggas a voice. That's what I say. So I have to hold this accountability because this affects black men. That's my point. Why did you come on to talk about it? Maybe that will help them understand.
Because I'm the one that brought, there. Well, I brought us all together. And I knew who she was from the beginning, and she's been harassing.
Where were we? What were we doing?
Oh, so I had a surprise birthday party for him. He's still
That's
my
in my
best
life.
friend. So I got everybody together. We had a surprise birthday
Day
party.
ones.
It was fun.
Yo, hold on.
It was a turn up.
Hold on. No, no, you don't need to go.
You know what I was about to do?
Not every.
Yo, I can't
I made
believe.
his fantasy come true.
No, hold up, fuck it. I wish I had the clip so we could show it.
Me too.
You could have had the clip. I was yo, you gonna get it right now. Yo, he does try to control the narrative. Word.
It's
You guys out
my
there watching, I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand.
Why would I not?
They say when someone tells you who they are, believe them, and I'm not
Very
making all
true.
those statements, but my man is control the narrative.
All
You
day.
understand?
You gotta say
He
it.
sat here and loaded up all these videos. But this is the real reason we here. It's these two on this side of the couch. If they would have never entered into no damn problems, we wouldn't have this problem.
Oh,
You hear that?
here we go.
You hear that?
Here we go.
You hear that, Hella? I hope you're watching this. I don't want to say your name. So I'm
Hella,
saying
Hella, Hella.
You hear that, Hella? I'm being dead serious. The real reason you dislike me, and I know you don't dislike me. I know you got a soft spot for me, sweetheart. Word of mouth. The real reason you're acting like you dislike me is these two right here. 1 and 2.
I mean, that's a little bit true because she heard the podcast that he was on talking all that shit.
Because no, but this is where this came from, and real serious, all right?
Right.
If people out there don't know, we all know each other personally. So, you know, I would even say family. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not brand new. We all know each other, family from day one. That's how we talk. And outside of that, if we don't talk, we still have that element. You know what I'm saying? That's 100%. All right. Now, in saying such, I come on here and I lay down certain things that I may be thinking that are very candid, that are gonna be a look into my mind that I believe other people just ain't telling me the truth.
A lot of people.
Okay. A lot of things that I've described. I get telephone calls every day. Yo,
his mom wanna fuck both of us up.
Oh my gosh. All the way down to that. I'm saying what I'm saying, knowing that his mother watches this,
right.
Knowing that his lady watches this, and yes, his lady watches this, knowing that my mother looks at the comments, and we grew up with mothers. My mother's a real mother. My mother comments on the thing, I'm gonna punch both of y'all in your face.
And my mother was like, yo, I loved your podcast, but your friend is he's very vocal, and she's the Christian one who tries to take it the easy route. But that's her way of saying stop it.
And when my mother damn sure called me and told me stop it when it came to certain things we was talking about, right? And even that, I had one thing to say. Crystal, when she felt that we said too much, did too much, whatever, she got right on that phone, started texting us. Now to the point where she showed up. You understand? Not to poke no fun at some of this stuff because now it's funny. Yeah. Thinking about how it was then when we all sitting here and Crystal sent that mass text message, yo.
To all of the best one is the one you couldn't see.
Oh,
it was here in Casey's face.
I just can't forget this, yo. I've been showing you the video that you showed me, that you sent me. This is all Crystal.
Yeah, they showed me.
No, listen to me. Listen to me, B. Listen to me, yo. That shit done pan by. Niggas is on Crystal, and I said, oh, that's very chick.
Don't say that.
My nigga shut right up.
So
I showed the video again, right? Yo, it was on it was coming out of his mouth, yo. He does say whatever he wants. Shorty, yo.
He can say whatever. So here's the thing. A lot of y'all know we broke up. But Crystal.
But they fucking
assumption. Kevin thinks everything is about sex. So
I don't think everything's about sex. I just know that sex.
Kevin, you don't say nothing without bringing up sex.
Sex is a good way to make everybody understand the shit that I say when I lay it down.
Nobody's saying that you're wrong, but that idea is also why people can't understand that we are broken. Because they assume that things are the way they are, and it's not. You know, and the problem is that, and even with her sitting here, she knows this. There's certain things I don't say as blunt as I want to because I know it will hurt your feelings. And I'm still trying to just be respectful. And we talked about it. I don't want to have to lie to her. You don't want to have to lie to me. Right. But we also know it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Exactly. So, with that being said, she threw me a birthday party. Best birthday of my life because I have a bucket list. I got 3 things. I keep saying that. I got 3 things on my bucket list. One is I wanted to play toss with ninja. I wanted a ninja. I like that little thing, the little ninja booties. It's cute, it's sexy. I love it. And I also want a bucket list where I want all guns, no teeth. It's Hawaii with all guns, just dope as fuck. And then my third one's some weird ass shit. I want to be able to fuck. Yeah. Oh yeah. I want to fuck a bitch dad and then bring her back to life. So probably I'll be at a nursing home. So she's got to get the paddles and bring her.
Remy's birthday present this year was about this big.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm not willing to die and come back to life.
Yo, listen,
and
but
I
I want y'all to
lose my
remember.
teeth anytime soon. So this was the next.
I want y'all to remember, although y'all think that I say that or that I think sex cures everything, I told both of y'all clearly it's 12 weeks of free pussy here. All right? I told you clearly.
Yes.
Hopefully you was listening. It's 12 weeks of free pussy here. Because after about that 12 weeks, after about 12 weeks, that 3 months, somebody's gonna wake up and be like, "Yo, what the fuck are we doing?"
Well, that happened a lot
in the lane
faster.
that we was at
That
before.
happened a lot faster than you think.
Understood, but I'm just telling you, word.
So yeah, he's right. I tried what he said, and it went bad. I tried what he said, and she went through my shit.
Hey, hold on, not that I was bad.
Oh, that means you did it good. She went through your shit after you bust up.
Commercial. We had a commercial. So I'm back with going to commercial, and we'll be right back. Yo.
Yeah, I tell lies that I never find. Never saw myself on the other side. I was the truest one to you, never lied. Thought my heart was the only one to find. I trusted you with everything I had. You threw the shit away like it was yesterday's trash. And now I feel revived, like you're feeling me. I'm on my shit and you calling me, but no love received.
Back?
Yeah, hold on.
I want to pull up a picture. There's a picture up.
It went up for a minute.
What's the picture?
Oh, it should pop up on here. It should pop up in a second. Yeah.
Yo,
By the way, that was my best friend.
best
Go
friend.
check her out. She has some dope glasses.
Yo. Hey! That's what it was. What she said to me was, though, she looked at me, she goes, I know I couldn't give you a lot of what you wanted, and I just wanted to know I appreciate it. So I got you. And as soon as she said that and handed me the money, oh, B. And then I was like, oh, you got me a midget. And then I was like, oh, politically correct. It's the wrong shit. So I was like, ooh. And then I was like, it's a little person.
Let me sat down on the couch. I got all the way down.
Oh my God, yes I did.
Honestly,
Yes I did.
honestly, on the website it does say midget. So I mean, hey.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
That wasn't a midget though.
She was-
That wasn't a midget. I think a midget is something different if you look up what a real midget. That wasn't a midget. That wasn't a dwarf and that wasn't a midget.
Yes, you
That was a torso.
It was a
That was
stop.
this asshole.
I'm not even. I was gonna come with the real term.
Yeah, but this is Kevin.
But yeah, it's not.
What?
It's
He
not
said
even.
yo, so I didn't play toss midget with another person, but I got in there and gave her this, and every time she was trying to do her dance, I was up in the air. I had her up in the air. I had her up in the air.
It took her 3
Bounce her
climbs.
off.
She climbed 3 times and got on Remy's face.
Oh, it was so weird because I had no full vaginas, and this was like a little quarter of a vagina, and it was just there like this in
And
my
then my
face.
dumbass, I'm standing there with a whole bunch of money
A
like
whole bunch of money, and I was doing this, and I was doing this, and I'm talking about he had ones like this, and man, it was the best night of my life, and it was the best night of my life because
who gets a stripper and don't spend all the money?
no, here's the thing, she was very happy.
Yo, I
I
had a brick of money left, and I at least bought about 700. I was about 700 ones. Word.
But she was happy.
He did this,
And
and
she-
300.
But there was other people doing that too. She was very happy because she was treated with mad respect
She
too.
didn't need all that.
Right.
No. Listen, she was working for that money.
She worked hard for that. She mad respect
And
that
I want
because
y'all to remember, there's a lot of people who don't respect strippers, who don't like none of that. But because you have this personal experience,
here's the
you're
thing
saying
is
she
I don't
don't
like
want
strippers.
strippers.
I don't like strippers. I'm being alone. I think it's a waste of money personally. But that was a part of a dream that I had. It was all my day ones there. People I know, bro. It was the best 40th, bro. And everybody was watching and saw the look. She the camera videos are the funniest.
That's what I was about to say.
It's me, and then you see a pan over to Crystal's face. Yo, for anybody watching this live, please tune back in on Monday when we play it again. I'm going to edit the fuck out of it so you can see all the joy I had. Everything that was great.
Sex reference in it, edit the fuck out of this. All right, I just want to let y'all know. I'm just letting you know, sex is in the air everywhere. If they didn't bone, she wouldn't have went through, and I just found that out you went through shit.
Yes, you did.
Okay, wait.
No,
No.
no, let me ask you. No, let me ask you.
Okay,
I'm here on the set. You on the
go
set.
ahead.
Nigga laid down a good one, yo. That's what happened, huh? Because this is what I say. After you gotta be more careful when you really stroke real good. After you bone shiver come up. And I'm about to say, I can't even want to say.
Okay, but here's the thing. I told you before, I love this man, no matter what. The reason we're not together is not because I don't love him and
No, let's get to he stroked you well. You went through his shit. Let's get to that.
But that is not why. We're connected.
Look at how bright your smile was when you thought about
We're
that.
connected.
No, just look at
We
that
have
smile. Look how bright
A
that
lot of
was.
stuff that are connected together. So I
That
see
connection ain't
things,
make you go through his shit.
and then when I see things,
The connection ain't make you go through his shit.
I didn't have to.
Oh, you had to after your fuck. Because it was good, because the Rasta man busting down something torturous.
I'm gonna bring my best friend from New York, Dea, jump in. She needs She needs another woman. She needs another woman here. And we need a headphone so we can hear what Dea says. Can that one reach?
What's up, guys?
What up, D? You here?
What's good? I'm here, baby.
So
Listen,
you hear Kevin,
I'm ready
right?
for the. I got notes over here. I'm ready.
He said you got the body
She
too.
got the word chef hat on.
You know, I always got a bonnet on. Come on, stop playing.
Best friend here too.
Yeah, a lot of people on my
She's
life.
scary too. She's scary too. If y'all can see her, she's scary too. Word to mother. I don't know why y'all women come around with all this appeal and all that. Y'all don't let nobody get it.
Scary about what?
Oh, remember, I'm watching you too.
I just don't got time for.
Scary. I put it in the group chat.
Listen,
you know why you're scary.
I got the notes. I'm ready for this discussion, baby.
They're getting in my live and they're saying, "Yo, who's shorty with the chef hat on?" You know what I'm saying?
Listen, hold on. Let me hide where I'm working at first of all. But no, seriously, you know I always got a bonnet on or something on his head.
So what's on the
But what we talking about right now?
Well, before we can even get to the friggin' show,
I took.
No, before we can get to the show, this guy Kevin wanted to bring. What?
You talking into the headphones like it's a microphone.
Oh, dead ass. Y'all saw that?
You did it again. You just said, "Oh, dead ass." Y'all saw that?
Y'all saw it.
We're all like,
What do I do? No, y'all need to donate so we get some real shit. Cause I feel bad. So I'm trying to hear you.
Ain't nobody gotta like nothing I say. All I can say is I told him go home and bust that down. He followed what I said. She went through his stuff, which was a plus. That's good, fellas. If y'all don't know, it's a plus when they go through your shit. Well, not when they go through your drawers and all that. No, when they get the telephone, it's a plus. Listen,
I just turned this up.
It's a plus. It don't mess anything up here.
Because we're different. Like literally,
y'all are the only different from everybody else?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
We talked. We understand.
No, we didn't. Let's be real. I was done. And the reason why I say I'm different because of the morals that I stand for. I have a thing. When you knowingly know somebody, when you get mad at them, it's your fault. Okay. So instead of allowing her actions to make me feel like I had to do something, I sat down and said, no, I know who she is. And she's also my best friend and did a lot for me. This can't be easy for her. Okay. You know what I mean? And I'm being mad selfish right now, and I understood that. So we had a conversation. And she came to me like, yo, I played myself. As soon as I did it, I knew I fucked up. That's why I said accountability. Because I tell you we're different from most people can't take accountability.
Right, like her friend.
Why we're here. So, Dea, I'm going to play the first clip of what happened.
Dea, her friend said to me what your friend really
Listen.
said to me on that Vegas trip.
Oh,
first of all, before you start, right?
Yo, your friend.
Yo, if y'all don't know, this is really
Wait, before you start.
I'm screaming, right? And Dea is cool. I mean, ice water cool, yo.
Nothing phases her.
Daya and her friend wound up going to Las Vegas. Me and Remy drove out to Las Vegas so that we could take them to do some things. And then we brought them back to LA.
Shout out to y'all for that.
We'll take it, no problem. That was just some regular, you family, this is what we do.
Right.
But on the drive, I told them before the drive, I don't play music, I don't mess with nothing, or you're gonna have to handle yourself on this whole drive. Oh man, I'm sorry, because it might have been me that made her be complaining to you a little later on in the week.
Not just that he said I don't play music. He leaves out a lot of valuable information. We're getting a hard echo on this.
I turned it up for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy says no music. Then calls his homeboy and listens to music in his earpiece and talks about the music. While the rest of the three of us are sitting in this hot ass car listening to birds chirp and wind blow through the window.
Yo, they need me to control AC music. No, I'm just gonna drive, B. We're gonna knock all this driving out, y'all do the rest.
The radio don't work.
The radio works. It works. The radio works. You gotta just have the little shit that makes it.
It only works for you in your ear though.
Well, that one. See, my boy's a world class DJ. You know what I'm saying? So I just happened to have the DJ on the line, and he was practicing, doing a little scratching, a little transitioning, and all that. And and that made your friend. Oh man, she wanted to punch me in the face by the end of that.
So, Daya. So what we're gonna do? I can't play the video of the show, but I'm gonna play the audio. No, I wasn't talking in it. I was trying to hear her at the same time. I want to hear what you have to say. We're gonna talk about it, and then KC, we're just gonna play the audio. I'll play it on my phone.
Okay.
And we'll just play the audio because it needs to be heard more than it needs to be seen. Shit, it needs to be seen.
But I think seeing it's very important too.
Yes.
Yo, are we gonna get in trouble for showing this nutcase?
I don't know, but too late. We already know.
Damn. Can I just point one thing out that I thought was what? I just want to point one thing out from the jump that I thought was a little unfair. I didn't like that whoever edited it pointed out all her wrongs, but didn't point out when he was being disrespectful. When Kevin
because he took accountability for his disrespect. I did. He took accountability for
but his disrespect started way before they even arguing. Before
no,
they argue.
No, because in that case,
yes, it
in that case, let me tell you the backstory. That's another problem that I tell people I got to do a story time for this video. Because she started the disrespect from jump, way before she even met this man. Just by looking at a picture of him. When we first told her about the first time, so how this all starts is the lady that we're talking about loves to diss LA. She lives in LA. And she loves to say, LA's not shit. I don't fuck with LA. LA people ain't shit. And you're here. And all the people that help you are from LA. So we always tell her, you got a big fucking mouth. One day somebody gonna shut you up. Here comes Kevin.
And we told her about Kevin, we given her disclaimers. She was all for it. Excited.
She was excited. Ain't no short man gonna do shit to me.
They being nice. When we just met right then, she was on my dick.
Hold on, no. Before that, before she even met this man, she said, ain't no short man gonna tell me shit. Ain't no short man gonna be able to say anything to me. She hyped that long before they met. When they walked through the door, and this is the only thing I don't have filmed. I said, hold on. I said, oh, y'all seen Wild Out? Let it roast. I made it known. Y'all about to roast. It's a roast.
She didn't want to roast until he introduced me. I was respectful to her. She was hanging on my shoulder. She was on me.
He was trying to say.
But can I just point out you were a little disrespectful when she danced with you.
And that was after Remy said, this is Kevin.
Right.
Previous to that, she was ready to be my buddy.
So as soon as she knew who you were, she was ready to go in on you.
So hold on. What you said there?
I said it's for me. It started when he lifted her dress.
Did you not pay attention to the fact that she dapped him after that?
She what?
Yeah.
Right after he lifted her dress, she walked back and dapped him up.
I mean, whether she dapped him or not, it still looks like disrespect to me.
Hold on. How is that disrespect? My dude, Dave, me and you were best friends, right? Me and you were best
would
friends,
never do
right?
that
Hold
to me if I'm.
Hold on.
Okay, you're right. You're right, Remy. We are best friends. Would you ever do that to me if I'm dancing on you?
Would you ever come dance on me and have your skirt up like that?
No, but you wouldn't lift it up.
But that's the point. Hold on. That's the point. No, I'm trying to listen. I can't hear.
You just bring it down. Like you turn it down because you bring it to the microphone, and when you do that, that's when you get feedback. We need the microphone to be up like it was just now. So if you put it down, I'll turn the headphones all the way up, so it won't get feedback, but you guys still be able to hear it.
Hello? There.
Yeah, I'm here.
So my question to you. You said you're not that type of person, right?
Nah.
She's that type of person. That was how she carries herself. That's the problem. When people look and judge things, they judge them from their own actions and don't think about what the person does. You would never do that. But she has been doing that all night. If you watch the beginning of the clip, she was already whining with her dress coming all the way up. Did you see that?
But that still doesn't. I feel like she can do all that.
Let me just say,
yes, I
all I
saw
seen
that,
was
but that
pussy.
still doesn't give Kevin the okay. I don't feel like that gives Kevin the okay to lift it up and show up drawers.
Okay, hold on. Then she gets that. Okay, you get that. Even if she walks up
now, for me, her first disrespect, right? Even if whatever, for me, that's how it looks for me. I'm like, whoa.
So let me ask you a question. How are we supposed to know that if you don't vocalize it with disrespect? If you come and dap me up, then you just made it look like it was okay.
And then
for me,
he left the party and came back to the party to the same guy all over him.
So I wasn't there for everything, but I do remember that part. For me, the dap up was just because she was embarrassed. It was in front of so many people. I mean, like, all right, you got that, ha ha ha, funny. And then she came back, but notice she changed. She took her dress off. She changed all her clothing because of what happened.
Question.
Okay.
Y'all really sitting here soft. Like y'all
exactly.
See this chick dancing and jumping around the room like a fucking jester of a hoe.
And that's not the point.
But that's not the point. Yeah, but
she can. All right, because she
can do whatever she wants, Kev.
I don't like you, motherfucker. Earlier on, what the fuck would you come sit your ass on my dick for? All right?
I get that. I get what you're saying.
She clearly identified.
So here's what we're gonna say. If you don't like somebody and you already know who they are, then you shouldn't be jumping on their dick. That's a fact.
If you're jumping around in a room showing your pussy, somebody won't fucking test you. I'm that nigga.
No. But that's the point, that the double-edged sword to what we're saying. One is, don't jump on somebody's lap who you already know you're going to have a problem with, whose actions are like this. And two, you still don't have the right to pull up her dress, even if you think she's acting like a hoe. That's what I'm hearing. Am I correct, Dale?
Exactly.
And three, she was doing this at a place where I and him was spending money on women that was stripping.
Listen, there was a whole stripper there, and Remy didn't lift her dress up.
She put her pussy in Remy's face. Knock it off.
But I still asked before I touched her. I definitely asked.
And I would have,
but still, you know what I'm saying?
And if she didn't make it okay after and act like nothing was wrong, and then
but that's what he's saying, right. And I hear what you both are saying. But what other people are saying is she act like it was okay out of embarrassment.
So she's embarrassed and then came back and put her leg like
so
this
that's
in the
air?
air?
Next question.
Is it possible to play so the listeners know some context of what we're talking about?
I want you to know she was not in any
Daya, how long do you have before you got to get off?
She's just difficult.
Hold on. You guys hold on?
I'm gonna put you in my pocket, but whenever I can step in, I'm gonna just step in. I can do that.
All right, cool. Because I gotta play the video, so everybody can see it, or it doesn't make sense?
Go ahead, play the video. Go ahead,
All right,
yeah,
cool.
so they can understand.
B, there was a stripper there. She took over, couldn't handle that there was other dancers there, thought that she was impressing my younger brother with her dance moves, okay? Because that's who she was speaking about all night long, my younger brother, all right? She thought she was impressing him with her dance moves, not understanding my brother's not even into that. Right. He's off tonight. She got into a dance beef with his friend. They can't beat her.
Hold on,
It's too bright. It's too bright.
It's the camera.
Yeah, the camera's isn't.
There's no way to play.
The camera's focused on all that and not that. They can just have them hear it.
They got to see it.
Yeah, see.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I
could.
see that. I see that.
So for now, let's just have them hear it, and then add it in.
Who's it?
Now, somebody says something about pulling a skirt up, right?
Hold on, just let me make it play.
She said I'm whispering. No, I'm telling you straight up. Oh, you can see it pretty good.
Yo, B, this is what the video plays. How she laying on the floor? Dog. That was my love.
She did. Casey, you seen that part? You seen the part when he switched sides? You seen the part when the kid switched sides, right?
Oh, what's that?
That's it. All right.
What do you think this is?
What bitches did you have? Oh, so you fucked with niggas.
That's it. Gross.
Oh, look at the short clip. You broke it up.
What the fuck? It's okay.
That's what I was cleaning out some space so I could get that video.
You tell me grown man to shut the fuck up.
Listen, your story, your what you call it is real nice. Because in the world of reality, as I'm listening to it, I was way nice to this girl. You understand what I'm saying? And from the first time you introduced me to her, the disrespect she offered me when I put my hand out to shake her hand, as a matter of fact, now, because as I'm listening to it right now and I'm not watching it, and I'm saying, damn, and I'm listening to her, I actually knew this shit from the point when I reached my hand out in a nice way. Because when she didn't know who I was, she was on my shoulder. She's all about my brother. He's my baby. You don't even know my brother. You met him one time. You watch my brother on social media, but he's your baby. So let her explain it. Yeah, this is how motherfuckers lose their life in the long run. Because she could have been talking that he's my baby shit. My brother could have had a wife in there. My brother could have had a girlfriend in there. And the way she was making it seem like it's like we really know each other. You don't know my brother at all. He was just all over me until Remy said, yo, this is Kevin. Y'all gonna get it on. Boom. She didn't take the introduction. She was hurt or she was feeling a certain way at what it was I say on this show that involved the two of y'all. And the
problem is this is still a double-edged sword. If from the jump she was disrespectful, then when she sat on you, then why would you think you could pull up her dress unless you knew it was gonna be a problem?
Well, here we go. She was doing the stripper thing. I'm actively.
She was just dancing.
Look, that wasn't dancing. I'm not from the dance community. Let's be clear.
That's true.
All right, I'm not from that dance community. When I see, and I'm only changing my language because I'm on here with y'all.
I appreciate that.
All right, but when I see a B doing what the fuck it is I seen her doing with her leg in the air, not once, twice, thrice, with her pussy out. All right, the video that you showed me. Right before she came up to me, her skirt was all the way up.
But that's okay. So that leaves an important question I want to ask.
You want to comment on what multiple people said she came into the party you're talking about?
No, because that's what I was going to say. It doesn't matter what she came into the party talking about, in my opinion, because many people will say it doesn't matter if she was a slut. It doesn't matter if she was a prostitute. It doesn't matter if she really was dancing with her pussy out. It still does not give a man a right to touch their body.
I ain't touch her body.
You did. When you put up a
I pulled up a skirt. She sat herself on me, which could have made me embarrassed.
Hold on. It's a double-edged sword.
I don't want to be the nigga whining with the girl that's laying on the floor snaking all night long.
And she assumed that you had a girl in the room that was there for you.
So she did that to show that person? Because guess what? I did have someone in that room that I'm involved with. Did that, so at what point, where the fuck is her brain at?
But that's the point. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I'm not, in case you understand what I'm saying, I'm not here to jump just on her. The question is accountability on everybody, not just men.
Well, I don't play that game. You sat your ass on my dick, I lift up that skirt. We're going to get right to it. I'm a sexual motherfucker.
I'm clear. I don't think she's a slut. I don't think nothing like that.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not familiar with what y'all
I
said.
feel like she was attention. She was looking for attention.
And that's a real
that's
thing.
the only way she knows to get attention.
She got that attention fucking with me.
And that's the problem I have. When you go in looking for that type of sexual attention, and then you get it, why is it the person's fault? And I'm asking you, Kira, because you're one of the people who said he was wrong for doing that. But she went into the party looking for that attention. Then when she got it, she was upset. And then,
there's difference between getting sexual attention and disrespect.
But how are you to judge that level of disrespect you're going to get when you're doing that? I mean, at the end of the day, there's some kind of accountability knowing that type of sexual attraction and that type of sexual energy brings that type of negative attention.
That's what, it's different. It's different because that kind of, all right. So if you would have been touching her up and down her body, that would have been fine. You know what I mean?
Why?
Because she's presenting herself that way.
She sat on his lap. She touched him first.
No, I think touching her would have been just as worse.
What does lifting up?
Hold on.
If he was, they have to say.
What'd you say, Dan?
I feel like if he would have been touching her, that would have been just as bad.
Worse.
As lifting
Right,
her
but that's
dress.
my point. She touched him first, so why?
My thing is, this conversation is about accountability, and Kevin is not taking accountability for that.
I didn't see that to be disrespectful.
Hold on, stop. But the problem is you still didn't give her no accountability. You have yet to say she was wrong for sitting on his lap.
For me, like I said, I'm watching the video. The first disrespect for me was when Kevin did that. That was nothing. Like,
hold on. So why is the first disrespect not that she sat on his lap without asking if he wanted her to? Knowing that he had a girl in the room. But she knew there was a girl in the room for him.
Not she knew. She assumed.
No, she
forget if there's a girl in the room for him. She's dancing. She's having a good time.
Yeah, don't do that. But listen, hold on. Don't do that, because if you're a man who's in a room and a girl just walks up and sits on his lap, you're not going to just be okay with that.
Honestly, if we're in a party, yes, I would.
So if she's dancing around like a stripper, I did something wrong for exposing that ass? She been exposing the pussy all night.
Yeah.
So one thing that
yes, you did.
One thing that we acknowledged was that you say because she was presenting herself in a certain way, she was doing this. That's something that she's doing to herself. By you pulling her dress up, she's doing that to you. Now you're saying by her putting herself in my lap, that's almost as if she made contact with me first, but still the exposing her part, I feel like was the extra part. Now as far as the person that was in the room that you're involved with, that person throughout the whole night played it cool. That's who she is. Like she's just straight up and down.
I have with this is that, especially in this society, men are always wrong. That no time is anybody sitting here other than you, Crystal, willing to admit she was wrong for sitting on his lap. Nobody else was dancing on anybody else's lap in that room. Nobody in that room, nobody was acting like her.
But the person who dislikes me
then if that's the case, then how her and the gay guy was dancing, that was and it was dancing crazy.
He wasn't gay, she turned him gay.
Wait, what'd you say, Dan?
I said, if that's the case, if we're gonna talk about that too, the way she was dancing with the dude in the beginning was totally wrong.
All right, but why are we even saying right or wrong when I really think that even you, Daya, right now, this is some bullshit, yo. Fucking women are walking around leading with their pussy, wanting motherfuckers to sniff up their ass all goddamn night long, and that's how the fuck she walked in there, like slip up my ass. And I swear to God on my life,
listen,
she was riding my dick before Kevin said this.
What you not understanding? She could have walked in there naked. That doesn't give you the right to expose her.
It was exposed already. If you put yourself in my space, I got the right to do what I want.
The same way it wasn't her. She wasn't right for trying to have you expose your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I pulled the skirt up and then I got up and I pulled out all the money and I told her, let me spend some money.
In that frame of thinking, the stripper that was paid to be there, she got in Remy's lap. She was half naked, got in Remy's lap, and Remy, but then Remy asked, "Is it okay if I do this?" But listen.
She also asked me, "Is it okay?"
Yeah.
And that's the part that I think you're missing. There's a difference between one woman that took accountability of the situation she knew she was in, presented herself in a way to make sure that she demanded the respect that she should get, and then another person who left it to each man being different and acting like we were all supposed to read her fucking mind and do things the right way that she believes is right.
She only came and sat on my lap, it sounds like.
No, but the cameraman got a point.
Hold on. What
The cameraman got a point. You had a stripper there that was there to be exposed. And you still was giving her the respect and asking her.
But not every man is the same.
But that's Remy.
Hold on.
But it doesn't matter. It's not right.
It does. Because if you don't, okay, let me ask you this then. Am I allowed to walk up to every black man and say, what the fuck, son?
No, but
why?
I don't know.
Why?
Personally.
Why, Dale? Because the wrong nigga will punch me in my shit. So it's my responsibility, no matter what hood I go to talk to every black man like a king. Because I don't know what black man I'm walking into. Just like every black person knows, whenever we get pulled over by the
Kevin a question real quick.
Hold on. Just like every black person knows, every cop we come into interactions with, we got to either talk the right way or the wrong way, but we know that could be really bad. This could be the cop who don't give a fuck about the fact that I'm black.
Right.
So why do we have that accountability of respecting everybody on that level when it comes to police are getting punched in the face, but when a man and a woman, the man's automatically wrong and the woman's automatically right?
I don't think this is a. I think they're both equally wrong. I don't
But
think.
you have not been saying that.
I don't think she's. No, but I haven't got to that. I'm not saying.
Okay.
I'm saying the first disrespect I saw in the video was him doing that. Now, my second problem, my first problem was that the same way every time she was disrespecting him, you pointed it out in the video, you edited it and said, oh, this is the first one, this is the second one. It wasn't done for Kevin. So that's
because
Kevin, I didn't say that. I didn't say
just as disrespectful.
All I said was you lost.
But you was being just Kevin was being just as disrespectful as she was.
No, he was not. I will not let you say that. Because if you watch that video, Kevin told her over and over.
Right.
Hold on.
Leave me alone.
Sit down, leave me alone.
Right. But what I'm saying is that when he did that lifting of the dress, that was one, right?
Hold on, because it's right here.
Then
you're full of shit. Hold on. I don't want to have anything to do with you.
There was one point.
Leave your, everything you're saying is some bullshit.
First of all, the girl's a liar.
Listen, wait. So
there was one point. Leave me alone.
There was one point.
Hold on, listen.
All I know is, B, the first time you meet somebody, if you tell yourself, I don't like them, I don't come back to where we do this at.
You ready for this comment too?
Oh. Facts. That's our boy.
Strong black voice. There's a lot of misrepresentation here, which is okay. Which is okay. There's a lot of misrepresentation here, which is okay. All right.
What do you mean by that?
Number one, people not being able to see the video.
All right.
Secondly, I come from a different era. I'm not sub 30 something. You understand what I'm saying? I come from an era where I come from a crowd where if that is what it is she did, that ain't no problem lifting up her skirt.
But that generation,
I understand, but she didn't know what she was coming for. Okay,
that's number one. Hold on.
Right there.
What? What'd you say, Darren?
That era where Kevin come from, that's R. Kelly, and nobody found that wrong either.
No, I know. That's we just said
so
that.
We can't talk about wherever you come from. We're talking about now.
No. You gotta know who you fucking
now,
with. You can't jump in the lion's den and then be mad that the lion sniped your ass.
She said, "Show your dick." She was very disrespectful when she said that.
Oh no, I told her, Ben, no, we can make a movie right now. I didn't find that disrespectful.
But
let's be clear, but I didn't find that disrespectful.
That's not the point. They are showing that she does find disrespect from her as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, when she told you shut the fuck up, that was disrespectful. But then when you said there's enough space on my dick for what you said for you, that was very disrespectful too, Kevin.
How? When she started the dick argument.
That was very disrespectful.
That's the point. You can't start an argument.
Y'all both was.
This is why I'm gonna disagree with you. She opened the door, calling herself a bitch, calling the girl who she knew he was with a bitch. All you fuck with is bitches. Kevin said, no, I don't. She goes, oh, so you fuck with niggas.
Yeah, but that,
But
and
she
again,
hold
she
on.
called herself that.
No, it doesn't matter. If me and you hold on.
So,
If me and you have a dialogue, every word I use opens that dialogue to go in that direction. And people don't want to hold that accountability.
So
If I call myself a nigga,
you telling me if you
hold
tell a
on,
white person,
hold on, because I'm very dead ass about this. If I call myself a nigga, talking to a white person, and they say nigga after that, I can't
so
go
that
punch
gives
them in
them
the
the
fucking
okay.
mouth. Bro, I have to hold the responsibility and the accountability that my
Nah,
I'm just so
I don't
pissed
agree
right now.
with that.
You don't have to, but that's the way the world works. That's accountability. People don't want to take accountability.
You know what? You can sue me for slander if I call you something that you didn't call yourself. But when you call yourself that, it's okay for me.
That's the law. That's the law. See the difference? The law is very basic to what's right and wrong. You cannot say something. I hate when I hear somebody go, nigga this, nigga that, and they get mad when a white person calls them a nigga and punch them. But if I call myself a king and you refuse to call me by who I call myself, and you call me a nigga, I'm gonna rush you.
Secondly, I didn't invite any of her interaction. Number one. All right? I didn't invite any of her interaction. When I walked into that room, all I was doing was being nice to her. All right? This was previous to all dance shit. This is even previous to the filming that Remy had right there when he said, and she said I whispered. See the way she made it seem? Once again, how I said, motherfuckers get hurt over certain shit. She said I whispered that she won the contest, which gives you the perception that I'm leaning over, whispering to her. Oh no, I was so proud that my brother got the camera running because I almost didn't even recognize that the fuck it is. I told her you won the shit. Word. So moving on from there.
That's not what we said. The kid doesn't listen. So.
Yeah. All I'm trying to say is, from Jump Street, I was being nice to the girl. I ain't know who she was. You understand? As a matter of a fact, I never knew who this girl was, nor did she do anything to me. So for me to treat her
let's go forward. We get that. We get what you did in the beginning. We're talking about what happened in the video. And
what happened, I don't see no problem with her getting that skirt lifted up.
We're past that.
All right. Now,
We
moving
can all
on from
agree
there,
that we all feel
I didn't
that
feel
was disrespectful on
disrespected.
both sides. That
Both
was
sides.
disrespectful on both sides of that. I would have addressed that after the party, but I wasn't gonna. She left. I was like, it doesn't even need to be addressed right now. We'll talk about that later. We're having fun. She came back, and that's when everything started. And now she's hitting me up, talking about I was wrong, he was wrong for not stepping in. And
But I'm
stopping me
telling
from
y'all-
calling her a bitch or coming down.
But she doesn't want to talk about all the things that were said on both parts.
No,
that
this
led
is
up to
how
the bitch.
women target men. This is what men go through. I was the fucking target all night, and I'm just noticing this shit
Okay.
right now.
And
You
I
said that
didn't
she
tell you
asked
guys
about
this.
who it is that I dealt with in the room,
Right.
all right?
She did.
And I was her fucking target all night. She came in that motherfucker when she noticed, or when he told her, that's Kevin, she noticed, oh shit, that's the motherfucker from the podcast that I don't like what he said about your relationship. So now she wants some beef with me. I was her fucking target all night. I'm sitting on the far fucking end of the room. She came from one end of the room all the way over there to sit that ass on me. That's targeting me again. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't ask for none of that. I didn't ask for none of that.
If a man did exactly what she did to him, that man would be in problems.
I have a quick question, just for understanding. Is this so? I know we talked on the show, or I don't know if we talked on the show about this, or just us talking one day. The history between Kevin and this young lady, they were just meeting, correct? That was the first time meeting, but there was interaction previously.
No.
Not like one-on-one, but
I brought it up and wanted to.
We never
exactly.
spoke
But that
personally.
but that was on his end. Did she know that he was who you wanted her to be?
Yes.
I have brought
So
it up.
so there
I
was
showed her
once he.
a couple podcasts, and I was like, "This is who I want you to go on the show with and go back and forth with."
No, I mean not go on the show with. I mean like come to the crib. Remember? She didn't know about that, right? So he was a new.
We gotta talk it home because this girl is miserable in life, B.
No, I talked to her about him, and she said.
So basically, what Casey's trying to ask is, when we first introduced Della, because Della asked if we had a friend, and Kevin used to come around all the time and ask if we had a friend. This is months ago. That shows. I see what you're getting at.
Yeah.
This is what, damn it, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, when I lived at the other apartment, and she knew that we tried to hook her up with Kevin, and her exact words were, "I won't deal with no short motherfucker because the short motherfucker can't do shit for me."
So at this point, Kevin kept like, I'm thinking of the. I just had the word. At this point, Kevin knows who she is from that.
No,
but
I've never seen her.
No. But I mean, as far as the background, she had to hit to her. He was just a dude from the podcast,
right?
At this point, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I brought up him hooking up back then.
Yeah.
And
But that was.
she said he was way too short.
And she did not want it.
Now let me stop right here. Every woman who said that has been bent the fuck over with this dick ram all in their stomach, B. That right there, and I swear to God, and ain't nobody gotta agree with me, but there's somebody who gonna watch this shit like, oh yeah, that is the truth. When you start pointing that shit out, she just told me what she liked about me.
And I'm not gonna lie to him. It is a sad reality that I see with interactions with men and women. That most times, when many women say, "I don't want somebody," they want them. They just don't want a relationship with them. They want them sexually, but they don't want to just say, "I want to fuck that person." Because, again, since being single, I've realized you talk like Kevin. Many women receive that. They don't like it, but they receive it. And like you said, me and Kevin are two different people. I don't know how to be that person on a regular basis. That is who Kevin is.
We have a comment as well. Kiki Durin says, no matter what you decided to take it to the next level by lifting her skirt, a lap dance is so basic that a high school boy would know you took it too far.
Hey.
It wasn't a lap dance. I didn't invite the lap dance, and once again, you came into my space. I did what it is that I do.
And that's the part that I think a lot of people are missing. Is he, again, accountable?
That's the question.
Do I think he's wrong for lifting her skirt after the way people present it? It's wrong. But what people are failing to realize is wrong is to invite yourself to any person's personal space without their asking you to.
And it's 100% possible for there to be two wrongs in the situation.
And there is. Yeah. And there's two wrongs. Well, and I'm not saying if he didn't do this, this would happen. No. I'm saying you should not have sat on that man's lap. Period. And he should have lifted her dress. Period.
And we all agree that.
What you say?
And we all agree that it's not like Kevin was pushing her off, saying no.
Well, it was just like, see, there I go again.
For him.
Yeah, but hold on. So it's okay for her to, it's Kevin didn't push her off.
It's okay for her to show up pussy around the whole party.
Hold on. It's Kevin didn't push her off, but she came back and dapped him up. Oh, but when she dapped him up, she still felt uncomfortable. But Kevin can't feel uncomfortable because he's in front of a full room of people. And she sat on his lap. You don't know what to do about that?
So maybe he was uncomfortable.
No. Yes. Maybe we're trying to tell people.
No, let me represent me. I'm not going to trust that you said that pussy on my dick, and that's what the fuck I'm going to do.
And that's the problem. You're talking like it's not deeper than that. Not every man is like you. The point I'm trying to get to is, if a man lets you sit on his lap, we're called gay when we push you off. We're called disrespectful names if we say no to women. Men still have a right to feel uncomfortable even if he smiles in a group of people. It's still rape if you have sex with a man and his dick gets hard. If he says no, it's still no. That's my problem with the narrative that you and other people are pushing.
My problem is, don't jump around. Don't be sitting on nobody you don't know. Come on, B. This is. Y'all are probably the people who believe that a man shouldn't touch the stripper at the strip club. Word. When the money goes in the thing by the fucking pussy. It really does. Y'all are probably the people who think the man shouldn't touch the stripper at the strip club. Yo.
Strong Black Voices says nobody in the comments said it wasn't wrong for her to sit in your lap.
Nobody's saying it's not wrong for her to sit in your lap, but nobody's saying it's wrong either.
No, she said both are wrong.
No, now they are, but that's what I'm saying. I do all this screaming. We've been on this podcast how long now? And everybody has been attacking Kevin about only his actions.
Not really listening to other people.
And we're only attacking Kevin because Kevin
Well,
is
sorry.
actually accountable.
There's more comments in
That's
there.
what I'm like.
We didn't even get to a fucking commercial.
Kevin has
It's so
yet to
easy.
take
And I
accountability
love
for
it.
lifting her skirt.
No, a lot of this.
She said something.
Oh, damn, what'd you say?
And we're only attacking Kevin, and we're still on this lifting skirt subject because he has yet to take accountability for that. He's saying it's okay.
But that's not the point. Kevin, she hasn't taken none of her accountability.
All right, hold on. Since we are at this point, all right. I'm gonna say this. I dislike when everybody tells you what a man is supposed to be, what a grown man is, blah blah blah. I live my life. You live your life. You understand what I'm saying? Being dead serious. I live my life. You live your life. Don't nobody got to tell me how to be a man. I'm a good grown man. I'm a good brother to my brothers. I'm a good son to my mother. I'm a good son to my father. Period. End of story. Everything outside of that really don't matter. All right. Now, being that I'm saying this, I'm trying to say, whether or not I was right or wrong, I reached out to all of the women that were in that room, not just you.
That's true.
I reached out to all of the women that were in that room, and I apologize for my interaction in that situation. All right, I didn't lean on any excuse. Look, I was telling her to leave me alone. You ain't gotta have her just because you got things recorded, you ain't got everything recorded. Because the first instance of disrespect was when I reached my hand out to shake
Stop bringing that up.
No, because that was not my man.
We passed that.
But that first one right there would have got you disrespect from me all night long. All right? And I passed that. I left that shit alone. I ain't say nothing to her about none of that. But I reached out to every woman that was in that room, and I apologize just for my interaction and such.
Now you said that. Can you read what she wrote you? Just tell us. Don't read what. Just tell us how her accountability was.
She didn't have any. She basically got pissed off at me. Well, she texted me that night later talking about Remy sucks. He's the worst person in the world because he didn't jump up and defend her after being called a bitch, and she feels he co-signed everything. Then he texted me again talking about because we were filming the entire party that I had something to do with it because I was laughing at her humiliation on being filmed. Like we wanted to film her.
Like my whole 40th birthday was about her. Like not everybody didn't have cameras out filming the stripper. Like not everybody was like, go dance, Remy. Like it wasn't a full party for me.
And this is all in the morning. She's texting me this in the morning, so I'm not even getting half the text. And she's like, you're saying it's okay to be called a bitch and do that. And I just let her know straight up. You called him a weak ass nigga before he called you a bitch. That to me is the same thing. You were laughing with him, you were joking with him. I thought everything was okay. I was drunk, I was gone.
But that's a false narrative. I didn't invite her to any conversation. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's
No, but that's the problem. No one's saying again, and that's why I keep stopping you when you say it. No one's saying we've already passed that. No one's saying you didn't invite her. Nobody's saying you didn't ask her to sit on your lap. We understand she's wrong on those things. But your actions after already getting into it is where some people have a problem. Some people have a problem, and I agree with the first one. So what? She sat on your lap. You shouldn't have pulled up her dress. That was wrong. We all agree on that one. Part that I don't agree with everybody on is once y'all got into the conversation, she didn't have a right to disrespect you that many times. She didn't have a right to have a call you a weak ass nigga. She didn't have a right to know that you were in the room with a woman that you were with and say, oh, you fuck with bitches. And your exact word was, no, I don't. And her next word was, oh, so that means you fuck with niggas. Those are the most disrespectful things you say to a man. So when she called herself a bitch, called another woman a bitch, then they have the audacity to get mad because you called her a bitch. And then you called her a bitch. She said, oh, you gonna call me a weak ass bitch? He didn't say that. That's what I have a disagree with most people who saw the video.
Because she said it twice. He was a weak ass nigga in short. Like
number one.
Well, from someone that saw parts of the video and was actually there, I was saying this with Remy earlier. I don't feel like part of the conversation. I don't feel like anyone was wrong in the conversation because to me, sitting there, I was seeing that Remy set it up as a roast session. When they started going at each other, he said, all right, let them roast. And we all know that means that's what they, especially like Wild Out, that's the roast session. And so the thing that happened, I feel, is that something hit her to her core and her feelings got hurt. And when you bring feelings to a roast session where, because like he was going at her, she was going at him. It was that's what we do. That's what we do. It's okay. But exactly. So
I laughed at both of them. When she called him short, I laughed at that. When
that's what we do.
I had the whole thing on.
I just want to remind y'all, every woman who has said, I will not get this short nigga some pussy, ended up back the fuck up. She might be the only one that escaped because at this point, I don't want to give her no dick. Word to mother. At this point, she can't be a customer. She can't be a customer. All right? But there's many things. There was a lot of shit I didn't find it to be disrespectful because where I come from, that's the regular woman.
We're both New Yorkers.
Where I come from, that's the regular woman.
It's not just where you come from. It's our culture, period.
I'm just saying.
No, he's agreeing with you.
Yeah, but
it's our culture. And the thing that me and KC were talking about earlier was I had to learn being a New Yorker, especially when I came to California. They don't take jokes the way we do. They want to fight you over the littlest thing. So I've made people literally cry coming in my house. I had a girl who told me one time, I'm a comedian. I said, why you look like a lemon drop? She had a bald head. I said, no, why you look like a lemon drop? How you get on stage and laugh at me when you look? I was joking. Shorty left out my house crying. Left out my house. I said, you're a comedian for a living? And that was the day I learned not everybody knows how to take a joke. I got to the point where I was like, what happened, D?
I feel like, and that too, if y'all playing around, right? Y'all roasting each other. Nobody should take accountability because y'all was playing around.
And that was the problem. What we have with her is that she doesn't take any accountability for those factors. You understand? And the problem I think that I have and why I'm using this example, because this example happens every day in our community, and that's how a lot of black men die. That's how a lot of black women die. In the past week, I've seen 2 shootings.
That's how a lot of black men go to jail for no reason.
Right. And all I'm saying is not that, oh, he hates this girl. Huh? I'm sorry.
Especially with all this Me Too thing, going on, people won't get in trouble for no reason. Because a woman, all she got to do is say,
it seems that a lot of women seem to want to dance around and roll on floors and perpetuate what it seems like women showing my crotch.
Hold on. Let me read that comment.
So we have a comment from Strong Black.
I think even if I would have went and danced on that.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm saying, I think if I would have went and danced on Kevin, and I don't think he would have lifted my dress up.
I didn't apologize to the girl. I just offered to make peace.
She's talking.
So, of course,
the problem is, I think if you dance on Kevin like that, he would still do the same thing. My opinion. I could be wrong.
No, you're correct. If you come, and once again, what I'm saying is somebody gonna wake up one day and understand this shit. A lot of y'all are lying to yourselves. You understand what I'm saying? If she came and sat that ass on my dick the way she did, I didn't invite no playing. I'm not a playing motherfucker with things that are sexual to me. Just being honest.
All the men in that room who were sitting down, she knows Kier very well. She didn't sit on his lap. She loves Connect. She connects her baby.
She didn't sit on Kier's lap because there was somebody in his lap already the whole night.
Ooh. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that.
You have 2
I'm gonna need her on the show.
And the other one, both of them was baiting Kia. The other girl was baiting Kia like a motherfucker. You hear me? And the girl that Kia had with him, she wasn't disrespected at all. She ain't feel funny. You remember what I'm talking about too, Kia. Shorty was all in the corner, bent over on Kia, or not on him, but right next to him, trying to Mosey on up to Kia. Kia let her know. I ain't working with you. Turn right around and kiss the other girl in the mouth.
We did.
Word.
Well, they
because I gotta leave. I just gotta say one thing because my phone about to die. I just want to say I love you guys, right?
I love you.
One, I feel like she has to be on the show too to defend
We tried.
herself.
We tried our hardest. We tried our hardest there, but I know I want you back on the show, so we got to work with your schedule.
Yeah, I'm Monday through Friday 9 to 5.
I want you
Whenever y'all free, I'm with it. I'm down to join again. But this is a very good conversation that we really have to have.
Right. Thank you.
And honestly, I feel like just as much as she has to take accountability for whatever happened, Kevin does too. It's 50-50. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I love you guys. I gotta go. And
love you, babe. We talk to you. What I comment on?
Yo, peace out, Dana.
Peace.
That was so New York. I was seeing her.
Yeah.
You know, like when she was talking, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So Strong Black Voices says, it seems like he apologized, but is still trying to defend his actions, which makes his apology seem disingenuous.
I'm being clear. I'm not trying to defend my actions. There's no defense to be had. I was part of that situation.
And clarify what your apology to the women in the room was.
And my apology to the women in the room was for participating in that argument with that girl, for participating in that uprise. Because I clearly had the chance to say, check this out, sweetheart. I don't want to dialogue with you. Don't say nothing else to me. That would not have made that girl stop.
You said it before.
The owner of the place.
He did, hold on. You did say 4 or 5 times, which I'm going to make sure I re-edit this to make sure that's in there. You said 4 or 5 times, leave me alone. Let's stop. Leave me alone. And she kept going. So
I even said that.
I don't believe.
Yes.
Listen, she kept going when they turned the music all the way up on her. She still kept going. All I'm saying is, I was the girl's target. You understand? I'm used to this. This is not no Kevin brand new shit. I'm used to this. I know the bitch, excuse my language. I know the women in the room want to give you pussy. Let me be very clear. And y'all can walk around saying sex ain't this, sex ain't that, but every woman knows.
Oh, guys, hold on. I said, Chrissy, you want to give that? But she said, hell no. So does that mean she wants to give it to you?
I said, I know the women in the room.
No, but you said every woman who says hell no wants to give it to you.
I ain't say hell no. I ain't say women who say hell no.
Why you stuttering?
Hold on, let me be
clear. Yes, Chrissy, honey.
Shit, nigga, she just took the dick from you. But it was all my motherfucking.
He did all the work.
Yeah.
Yo, don't hit me up. What?
See,
So
now,
So that was third party Kevin dick.
yeah.
Now, what I'm saying is, I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I love you. That's what I mean. Kevin is always, this is, and I hate to say this because I'm not throwing shots, but this is what we do. Anybody who comes in our world knows this is what we do. And that's why I'm happy you're here, finally, because it shows so much growth in you. Because to be our friends, because, yo, Casey, I hate to ask, please say what you said about your friend who just got hit by a car. Hold on, she just got hit on Friday by a car. Casey says this to her.
I just said, damn, what happened to the car? Because she's pretty built. You know what I'm saying? She's built pretty well. But that was to her. If we go into the group chat, that's all throughout the group chat. You know, so that's how we do it. That's what we do. And she laughs, she comes back at
What
it.
you say?
It's
It's not an accident. It was a what?
Oh, I said because of her build, we can't say she got hit by a car. We gotta say it was a collision.
Now, and they're serious. Our society, you know what I'm saying, is getting void of the things
Exactly
that we can make fun of. Okay, because even though, and I'm saying this on camera, I'm only saying this because everyone else is saying it, so I'm gonna go with the norm of opinion. Even though I was wrong for lifting up her skirt, don't play with me. I'm the type of motherfucker that lift your skirt and expose you. Even though I was wrong for doing such, okay? She and I could have had a roast battle at the end. When you watch what it is that we were saying, disrespect is part of growth value.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right.
I stated.
Have you ever watched Justin Bieber?
I stated an hour ago. I really didn't feel disrespected at the girl
because of where we come from.
You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I called her a bitch after she called herself a bitch, and I called her a bitch right after she called herself a bitch. And I'm not trying to justify it because I don't think that was.
But the problem too is that y'all got it, and y'all don't know him like I do, so you gotta understand. He say bitch so much it's weak, and he worked his best to wait till she called herself a bitch. The whole time, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was like, in the beginning, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to break this up the minute he calls her a bitch. But it was going so far, she said bitch so many times, I thought we were in there. I thought it was a regular road situation.
Right.
Now, and I'm stating this, and y'all can mark this. That girl wanted to give me some pussy. You understand what I'm saying? And the fact that I wasn't receiving her the way she wanted to.
Oh no, she wanted to either use him or connect as a little tampon.
My brother. Matter of fact, let me just stop. It was said to me, she'll fuck you and your brother tonight. I'm not gonna say who said that. But it was said to me, she'll fuck you and your brother. She's in love with your brother, and she'll take the masculinity from you, right?
I heard it from a couple people.
Okay?
I'm gonna tell you.
Now, my brother's so cool. My brother's so cool, he didn't react or move on that at all.
Want me to read it?
Yeah, please.
We have a comment from
conversation. Thank you, Kiki.
We have a comment from Miss Kiki. She says her feelings were clearly hurt, and she felt some type of way. She may have felt the need to embarrass him in the only way she could. Not saying she was successful, but she tried, and that's exactly what we were saying earlier, Remy, when we had a conversation. Her feelings got hurt.
Well, before we get an opponent, we should study our opponents because she came at me with the insults that I've been hearing since I started snapping in the Bronx. I've been a short motherfucker since the first joke someone told about me.
Yeah, we both have heard.
This dick ain't short, baby, and I hope you watch it because I could have went up in the left on your ass and you could have been sugarcoating that night instead of even going home being mad. You ain't even get no shit. I'm about to say you ain't get no pussy that night. She ain't even get no dick that night.
Am I a bad friend because I didn't defend her and stop talking to these two, or
right?
Because that's where this is all. She's texting me talking about I'm not a good friend to her.
I think there was a point where you knowing her more than any of us, and you knowing him more than she does, there was a point where if you could probably see, okay, this is going left. You know what I'm saying? And no, it was a lot more before that. It was a lot more before that. So, we don't know her like you know her. He doesn't know her like you know her, and she doesn't know him like you know him either. So
that's the thing I think we're both guilty of.
I thought she was having a good time too.
We both
kept, and I kept laughing at her more because she was going for it.
I wish you could.
I was drunk as fuck.
His thing for me, because I was pretty composed.
Tell your friend I told one lie, she told 10 damn lies. She tried to come hug Remy and put her titties on Remy, like, oh, Remy! Remy's like, yo, get out of here. You just came back to battle. She's like, oh, yeah, I did come back to battle. That was one. I whispered in her ear. I didn't whisper in her ear. It was public. It was on a damn camera. You were in my ear. She was in my ear.
But what I'm saying is, for me and Crystal, we both were incorrect on what we thought we knew about her. That was the problem.
Yeah.
We
I apologize for that.
We both thought she was a female version of Kevin. That's why we put her up against Kevin.
Because that's how she hold on.
Spoke about her to me too.
And there's a lot that she put out or that she puts out, and somebody did say that it's a little lopsided because I'm hearing she's not. I will say, all right. I reached out to the young lady to propose some peace. Okay,
she did too.
Let's just be very for real. Countries destroy other countries. They're serious, and then they come reparations. Yeah. They repair that. They figure out what it was. You know what I'm saying? That brought us to this point. That any of that. Regardless of whether I was searching for that or not, I know what brought us to this point. I'm dead serious. My mental worked so well. She was watching everything I had to say on the podcast that involved you and Remy's relationship. She did not like. When she walked in that room and Remy introduced us, she said, I got some things to say to you. Yeah. She said that.
Yeah, because the part that is bad is, and I just want to say this, we did try to invite her. The reason why we're having this conversation so openly is because of the slander that she said to her and to other people about Crystal. I can take it. Everybody knows I'm an asshole. But when you go on the street and talk about people that have been there for you and not just you, your family, and have supported you the way Crystal has because you're a friend, I'm going to ask Crystal to come on the show and we're going to talk about it.
Well, real talk, that girl made it home safely. Nobody put their hands on her, and I'm not even going to say a man didn't put their hands on her because there were some women in there that would have beat her up, all right? Dead serious, okay? Nothing happened to her. She wasn't made to feel unwelcome. The whole crowd wasn't on her side. When she and I had our battle, it was she and I having a battle. Everybody else was on the side, laughing
at both sides,
recording.
Because really, we were fucking with you. Because we knew your chick was there. And if you watch the video, I'm gonna post the video when you watch it on Monday. We zoomed to her face repeatedly. Like, nigga, you're not about to say something?
Hold on. What does it mean? And this is dead serious, all right? Because we spoke about the law earlier. That was rather premeditated by the young lady. You understand?
And the problem is, I don't think it was premeditated. But I don't think it was premeditated in a negative way that where it went. I think it was premeditated in the same excitement that you had.
Oh, no. If she previously asked if I'm fucking somebody in that room,
I don't know anything about that.
I'm telling you.
How did that happen? How did that come?
I don't know. She walked up to me and she was like, hey.
But what part of the party did she do that?
Early.
Before she danced on them?
Yes.
So before she danced on them, she knew this girl was in that room.
And what was your answer?
I said, he may or may not have something.
None of your business.
That's why I said, it's not for me to say. Just be careful.
I don't have a girlfriend now. Hold up. I don't have a girlfriend now. I don't have a girlfriend.
Just be careful. And what did she do? She wasn't careful.
Now, once again,
Mike, I want to make sure we got that.
What you say?
Well, I don't want him. I ain't want him. That was the first thing she said. Well, I don't give a fuck about him.
And the last thing you said was, just be careful. And what didn't she do? She wasn't careful. So the thing is, with that just be careful, you were probably saying that just in case the woman that he with might have, but she was the one that was cool, calm, and collect the whole situation.
And I give her props for that. Respect her.
Once again,
That's my twin.
and this is where this breaks down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are saying my girlfriend. Clearly.
No.
Let's not. No. Hold on. Because this is what it is I'm kind of sort of hearing. You know what I'm saying? And I know if I'm kind of sort of hearing it,
then I can clarify. Nobody's saying that. That's why Crystal said you may or may not. You may or may not.
Right.
And
that's a person involved with.
Now, I'm saying that I've been part of these situations a gajillion times before. All right? Being very serious. The person who shows so much interest in me, I don't care whether you say you don't or you do, you have an attraction to that. We have an attraction to things we don't like. You understand? We do.
What have I told you before about your type?
Yes, that's what your type is. She wasn't nothing but my type, basically. That's the type of, and I'm being respectful, women that are attracted to me. That's the type of women that open their legs to me. That's the type of women that tell me I will never. But they turn out being the ones jumping up and down when now I notice that the power is in my court because you let me knock you down. You know what I'm saying?
It's right. It's people that you don't like. That's like where the attraction comes in. Like women and white women. Like it's the thing.
Bro, the face.
Y'all waited. I'm like.
I'm happy you said that. Because there's recordings of that night.
JK, guys.
Remy had a white friend who came to the party who was looking. Baby, I hope your white friend watched this deep. I seen you trying to let that titty fall out. I seen you bumping that ass around. That's Remy's friend. When Remy had
that's my dog friend. That's my dog friend. But when you talk about that, I'm saying that's her friend.
Listen, the white girl, which I'm only saying the white girl, okay? Because I don't know her name, so let me ask her.
No, but I know
the only one.
So
the only white friend, but we all know
only white girl that was there.
See, I know her, so I'm like, don't say her name because I know that will make her feel bad.
Listen,
we know who she is.
She bent over. I right? And baby, if she's watching this, because I already know, like
She
most
might
women
like
these
that, but
days,
she don't like
let me
it.
just say my shit, because like most women these days, all women say, oh, that's not me, I'm not that type. But there's a whole bunch of me that's sending a lot of motherfuckers on that walk of shame in the morning. You understand what I'm
So
saying?
what were you saying about her? Why'd you bring her up?
Because she was trying to let that white titty fall out, that pink titty, she was trying to let that shit come out. She kept letting it overdoing that dance, and every time she did something, Hella start acting up and dancing more heavy.
I love his nickname for her.
You understand what I'm saying? Serious. Every time the white girl attempted to take that attention from that room, Hella did something even more severe. All the way to the
I didn't know any of this.
I didn't-
all the way to the point with, oh, you ain't got to.
I saw one
Shorty
of them.
Moms,
Yes, I saw one.
Shorty Moms,
Yeah.
whose place we was at,
Yeah.
she has 5 hours of
wow.
recording that
I
has
need that.
everything.
I need that.
It was just posted. It was just right there.
Yeah.
Posted the whole
You
time.
hear what
I
I'm
need
saying?
that.
She put it right there. The white girl, she wanted some attention, and I called it. She left that party to get some dick. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, tell me, did she? That's your friend.
Casey saw her last.
Casey, you left with her? Oh no, my bad. I was your taxi driver,
I've never
Casey.
seen Casey
I was your
grab a
taxi
mic.
driver.
I've never seen Casey grab a mic so face now. Whoa. Hey, keep on saying, hey.
I'm not putting her on blast. Casey's been longer friends with her. She's
Well, just saying.
We all adults. Just put it
Yeah.
that way. We
Just-
left as adults.
Yeah, just saying this. We all know that Shannon's not that attention.
Oh, shit. God damn.
You see that shot? So for the people who are not here,
No, don't do it again.
there's a TV
Don't say
behind
it
me.
again. Oh,
Tune in Monday for the edited version of the show, folks. Tune in Monday for the edited version of the show, folks.
right. I remember that.
Forget you heard that. Forget you heard that.
Oh my God!
It's
This is who you don't ask. I'm testifying. Yeah. Oh yeah. Who? I don't know him. Remy? Oh, you mean Remy? No. Yo, I can't believe that just happened.
I mean, if she was there, then. But the other lady that we're talking about,
Yo, did you see the only white girl that was there? How she was shimmying and
that's what I'm saying.
Listen,
So
I'm
us,
telling you, I know, because I was looking down
But
at
this-
shit.
this
I know
thing-
what her titties look like.
this is the thing. So us knowing her,
I'm not editing my own show.
I'm tired, y'all. I got so many levels going. Us knowing that they know that she's very, like she's pretty self-conscious and she's not that put myself out there type person. So when if she's dancing, it's because she wants to dance. You know what I'm saying? But from your perspective as a man just seeing a female, doing a thing, it's like, oh yeah, she's trying to show. But that's where it comes in. You got to know who you're dealing with. In the situation with Hella, she didn't know who she was dealing with. You didn't really know who she was dealing with.
No.
But us knowing the background of the white girl, yeah. But us
just happen to be right.
That assumption
us
was
knowing the white girl, we know what her MO. What
Did the white girl
having
leave
a
and
good
go
time.
get some dick?
But
Did the white
but it's
girl leave and go get some dick?
well,
Yes?
I don't know.
Oh, assumption number 2. Assumption number 2. Kevin Good. And all I'm saying
But she wasn't there for that.
Yeah, but hold on. The thing about Kevin that I'm trying to tell you that why we disagree, Kevin, is I read people very well, right? I read people really fucking well.
You got you.
That does not mean because I think or have been correct many times about people that you can treat everybody like your assumptions. You can't. And you justify a lot of what you say because you think, oh, I was right. And I told you this the other day. Just because you may have think that we did something, it was bad. And it was wrong. I
didn't say it was good or bad. I didn't say it was good or bad.
Damn, he said the box was bad.
I didn't say it was. Listen, I didn't say it was good or bad. Don't feed into that because my narrative doesn't say that.
Your narrative definitely said, you said, if you want to get back in the house, beat that down, go home and take off of the draw.
Exactly.
It wasn't a healthy situation.
It wasn't.
That's what we'll say.
Listen, y'all talk that shit amongst each other. That's not an issue with us right now. We don't want to hear that shit. Word of mouth. Moving on from
Whatever
there. Your
we got-
white friend wanted some dick that night. Definitely not for me, because me and white women, you know, a white woman is just a thought for me. My brother would not have taken her down. I don't believe. Okay? I don't believe. But she came in there, and once again, you can be as soft as you want. She came in there and kind of sort of sexualized herself. She came in there, and y'all can say, "Oh, I'm just dancing." You need to understand how that shit is seen a lot of times.
And you know what I think is this? A lot of women don't know how to ask for attention without over sexualizing themselves.
That girl bent over so many times that the titty was just a moment away from falling.
And also, sometimes women do this for them and not for us.
That
you know
part. I was just about to
when
say.
When we're in public, there's other people.
No. But your problem, what you just said, is public. We weren't in public. We were in a private event of my people that she felt safe in.
Check this out. We were public. That shit was being streamed and recorded to the public. That shit was being streamed and recorded to the public.
The problem is, hold on. The problem is, many people didn't know that. Everybody in that room really, and neither one of us realized that till later in the evening. We were like, everything we're doing is being sent live.
Type of brothers that we are. When we walk in somewhere, we talk accountability. When we walk in somewhere, me and you.
Yes.
When we walk in somewhere, it is in your better interest to know every exit in that room.
Very true. I know every exit.
All right.
But it was also, and I'm telling you this, being who I am, my accountability is being who I am. I was so engulfed in the moment. It took me halfway through the night to realize it was being live streamed.
Awesome. Hold on. I understood. But
there's no blood.
You didn't know all them cameras was out.
Again, even all those cameras, every person in that room I've known for 20 years or better. They know that I work with children. They know what I do for a living.
That's not the case. No, since you hold me to mind, Indica and her mother. No, you didn't know me 20 years ago.
No, hold on. Let me finish. You asked about the cameras. So I paid. Listen, don't talk.
Her mother's the one I said that.
You're not listening. You won't let me finish, so stop talking and let me finish.
You don't know the lady who was recording for 20 years.
You don't know what I'm saying. Every person in that room I knew for 20 years or better. I just said I made a mistake. I'm taking accountability because I felt so comfortable with the people I saw. I didn't pay attention to the mom sitting in the corner or Indica playing DJ. I paid attention to what was visually in front of me. And I said it. Although I know all those 20 people and I felt so comfortable, I didn't pay attention till halfway through the night. Ask her, how long did it even take me to eat?
Did you eat?
That part.
And
I was so involved.
If we're accountable, I'm not attacking you for that, brother.
You just did twice.
Accountable just for you saying your 20-year shit. That's it. If we are accountable, when we walk in that room, we're accountable for our actions.
And I just took accountability.
I didn't say you did. And once again, I'm not talking about you in this instance. Stop writing your own piece, nigga. Now, what I'm saying, right? No boxing.
Stop at your own piece. I just want to say, speaking on the people that we are, a lot of people in there, they do a lot of stuff in public where there will be cameras and stuff around. So we acknowledge that. We acknowledge the things that might go live or might get posted or whatever. But in that situation, it's a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Crystal got the closest people to Remy to be a part of this moment for him. So that was a point where, okay, we're gonna let loose. We're gonna do our thing.
The horny white girl who titty almost popped.
No, we're talking about a comfortability that was there.
That was a joke.
Oh, I was just
see? Get off your piece, bitch. Get off your piece.
I'm sensitive about my shit. Y'all all know that 20 years. You've been fucking with me about that for years.
But in a situation like that, you know, you're not thinking about, you know, we see cameras out, but we're not thinking that camera is going to be live streamed. We're thinking that's going to be for us. You know, Crystal put out, or one of you guys put out, hey, if you guys have any videos, put it into this Dropbox, because we know, I know your cameras are out. It's not for social media. It's for us. You know what I'm saying? We're filming for us.
Right, Mr. Kevin who posted my picture on his page.
Because this is an amazing thing for us. We don't get this chance a lot. We don't get to be around these people a lot. You know what I'm saying? These are our close people. So we're letting our hair down. We're letting loose. We're doing us without having any judgment. Now the live was unbeknownst to a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not how we do. You know what I'm saying? And we were acting according to how we would act around our closest people, which is what we were around our closest people.
Contrary to
I didn't invite my family because I wanted to relax and be,
See, once again, you had
But I
family.
did not.
You
I
had family.
One, yeah,
Okay,
I had
so
one family member that I
all right.
trusted.
And he was cool than a motherfucker. So there was other family members you didn't invite.
Right.
Not you didn't invite your family. Because that brother was comfortable as shit without you. It didn't even matter what the fuck.
But she knew that, which is why she invited him.
You know, it was a little while that she didn't know. She didn't know whether he was comfortable. He was chilling like a villain.
I knew because he was around my people. And
he was chilling. He wasn't paying attention.
I know what he's saying because it took until he called us and told us how much of a good time. We didn't know he had a good time, so we didn't know he was comfortable. Right?
I mean,
I talked to him throughout the night. I went and kept checking on him.
Oh, I didn't know. So
he was my man. Right, he had a spot posted outside that door. Right. You understand?
But it wasn't about him being comfortable. It was about you being able to be comfortable around him. So she knew that he was probably someone that you would be able to be comfortable around and not be posting everything. So that's why she was invited, or he was invited.
Behind the security guard at the window, really.
But the point is about even my homegirl. The thing about what he was saying is in that room there was a level of comfortability, a level of I get to exhale and breathe for a moment during all this bullshit that made people feel comfortable. And that's why I wanted to have this conversation. Because 2 hours ago, I thought, being 100, I thought she was a bitch. I thought she played herself. And I couldn't believe the shit she said to me. Sitting here now, I'm like, damn, I could have did better. And I'm just being honest with you. Do I think she's right? No, I don't. But I do understand that people expect me, no matter how drunk, high, or in my moment I am, to protect them. And I understand that.
And I explain that to her.
Yo, but you don't go picking a fucking fight.
It doesn't matter.
And then expect somebody to be protecting you. That's life.
No. You may be 100% right. But Remy does. I do choose that.
But that same narrative, if she would have picked up that telephone and told the wrong person how she would have conveyed what she had to say, we would have had to shoot somebody that night.
And again, that also goes back to knowing who you have in your circle. And like I said, I made a mistake. I'm owning that. I had somebody in my circle around my closest friends that didn't deserve to be there at that time yet. And that was my mistake. I understand that because she picked. No, listen. I don't hold you responsible for that. She brought everybody she thought Remy would want there. I had vocalized to her that woman was that close to me. That's why we're on my podcast.
We never touched on the part of how Shorty seemed like an alcoholic. All right? I don't know her, but I'm going to tell you.
No, we don't need to know that though.
No, because alcohol had a lot to do with why she was acting a certain way.
No.
Yes and no, but that is her without alcohol.
That part.
I know her.
That's why I liked her, because she was my turn-up friend. She was my friend that I don't have to be fucked up around. She's come to my house many a time, and we've acted just like she acted at the studio. Right. So I don't want to put that narrative out there because that was the reason she was invited. You're right. And the biggest part that you are right about is that not everybody there was my 20 years rap. I allowed myself, the people who, the majority, 99% of the people were my 20-year rap. And I didn't think about the others. Here, I didn't think about your friends. I don't know how many times I said that shit is gay and talk like a New Yorker. And I looked at Brittany and she was like, no, I know who you are.
All right, check this out.
But you understand what I'm saying?
His friend gay in his face. I'm calling my brother's friend gay in his face, in which I didn't apologize to the kid.
And faggot.
And faggot.
Yeah.
And once again, and anybody can dislike me all y'all want to. That shit ain't, that shit don't bother me. He knew I wasn't trying to disrespect him. It was just a reference to his gay ass dancing.
But again, that was a mistake, like I said, that I made and that I have to hold is that even I amped up those things with him. Why? Because he's close to you guys. Right. So I made an assumption that because he's close to you, I can piggyback off your jokes.
But guess what?
Hold on. And I feel, and I'm going to say this to you and you can correct me, I feel you felt comfortable to say what you said because she was Remy's friend.
No. Guaranteed not.
I can't get no education.
No, I'm being for real. I'm guaranteed not. All right. I believe that a lot of people are soft. Number one, with how it is they see some of that shit. That girl was coming at me in a hard way. Period. You understand what I'm saying? That period, she was coming at me in a hard way. Matter of fact, she was coming at me in a hard way so much that she actually thought that I would have hit her. From what I heard.
Yeah, she did tell me
Okay?
that.
From what I heard.
That really.
All right?
That's
Yes,
all
we are.
there is.
So, with her knowing or not knowing, with her even believing or assuming that somebody, this man might be fucking in this room. Why would you? She's a messy. That's messy, B. Why would you even engage with me in that way at all? You're only doing that to call out who it is I might be fucking with to see if they're going to defend me. I don't need no defense.
All right. On that note, we're going to go to commercial. Before we do, I want to answer 2 comments I thought you put up there. Black Voice Uncensored. Uncensored. So no one gets to come tell me or anybody on my show.
I think it's about when we talk about faggot in the situation.
It doesn't matter. It's Black Voices Uncensored. It's my truth. This is my world. When you're in my world, we talk the way we talk. I used to be a dancer. You know what I've heard the word faggot from the most? Every one of my gay friends.
You probably shouldn't
that's
use
like-
slurs.
Would they be like them saying, like people saying, I hear them call them nigga all the time?
No. Because I was in that world at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I told you.
But you weren't gay though.
It doesn't matter. They accepted me saying that. Just as much as I accept, just as much as I accept when a white person grows up around a bunch of black people, and then black people allow him to say nigga.
Yeah.
Hold on. Y'all may not agree with it, but I do because I believe
I get what you're coming
you made that person feel comfortable. I had a homeboy named Kenny. Actually, not a homeboy. He's my brother. Almost died for me. Right? When I was young, I used to let him say the word nigga, but I was clear to him. When we go around other black people, if you use that word, I'm gonna let them drag you.
Don't I tell you that? Don't I tell you that when I go and hang with my brother who's an 8-tray gangster down in LA and I wear my Yankee hat? That Yankee hat, cuz, is good while me and you was together. But when we turn that corner right there, you're gonna take that hat off and you're gonna hide that shit somewhere under the thing because that's disrespect for me to be seen with a motherfucker wearing it.
And that's the accountability as from New Yorkers that we hold. If we let you say something, don't leave this block.
Here's a good one. We said nigga several times on this show.
Mm-hmm.
The only time you heard don't say slurs was when we said faggot.
Because we're saying nigga as black men.
No, it doesn't matter. No. The point he's trying to say is a slur is a slur. Nigga's a slur. Am I correct? By the bottom way you look at it, you look up in the dictionary, nigga's a slur.
Well, if you hear any argument that when they say, why can't we say it? It's because they say, well, we use it as a term of endearment. So therefore it's not a slur anymore, it's a term of endearment.
Let's get to the basics of it.
Mm-hmm.
When you look it up, it's nigga not a slur.
Yeah.
So we've been saying slurs this whole show.
When we look at the English
dictionary. Didn't we say bitch?
Yeah.
Did he say anything about saying bitch? No, he waited until we said faggot to want to say it's a slur.
True.
The point is, we said slur. And nobody said nothing until we said faggot.
Mm-hmm.
That was the point. Let's go to commercial.
Yeah. We got a comment.
Well, never mind.
We got a comment, but it's fine. We got 10 minutes. We might as well just keep going.
Oh, we got 10 minutes. What's the comment?
The comment is y'all should let me come up. Strong black voice. But
no, we let you come on every week. This is about us. This is New York. I love it.
What up, strong black voice?
Yeah, you know,
word of mother.
Man, right.
I like to say this. I believe a lot of people get too insulted at judgment. A lot of people get too insulted at hypocrisy. Those two things are very, very main parts of life. It is okay for me to like something today and not like it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Some people disguise, some people mask what I'm saying by saying, oh, I woke up. I don't have to explain to you why. It is okay because it is me, because it's my life, my body, my choice. It is okay for me to be Democratic today, to have grown up Democratic, and then to be a Republican. It's okay. This is me. It's my choice. Okay? We have got so caught up on I want you to do what I want you to do. Fact. Okay? That everything I say is fact. In which we already know that's not the case. Luckily, I got 2 fucking friends who will say, no, motherfucker, we tried what you tried, and that ain't fact. How about that? You understand what I'm saying?
That's a great way to explain it. You're right.
Word. You know, people get too damaged by judgment. We make judgment all day. Me and Remy pay somebody for fucking classes that we take, and he teaches us judgment. That's judgment. Every time I look over my shoulder on that angle, I pass a judgment at the person that's behind me. You understand what I'm saying? So because somebody might not think like that, am I to be the person that doesn't want to defend myself or doesn't think in a defensive strategy? In which this is an offensive gun strategy class that me and Remy take. It's not a defensive strategy. You know what I'm saying? This is me being on the offense. Because I'm about to attack your ass if I think that you up to something. Right? Previous to Remy introducing me to that world, I didn't walk into a room and think about all of the exits. I don't know if y'all pay attention. I always say my car is parked outside his window every time we do this podcast. My car is outside that window because if something go on right there, I know I could go through right there and at least get to that safe.
You better not break my window.
Listen, I ain't gonna bring no tobacco. I ain't gonna bring no tobacco in your house. Okay? I'm gonna bring no tobacco around and I won't break your window. I'm gonna open it gently.
So you do this to me, I gotta do it to you. The other day, we had to go to a job. I told Chris I walked to KC house. He had all these beautiful women. I almost didn't go to work. You don't invite us for those days.
I didn't invite them for those days.
Let me just, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't understand. The brother is just that attractive to other people. Your friend, Hella, after she had that problem with me, she might not recognize. It could get seen like this. She was riding KC's schlong like a motherfucker. You so this, and you so.
She was like, "Oh, see, somebody tall like you will understand,
I
but
didn't know that. I didn't get that.
Oh, yes, brother.
KC knows how to not get
What?
that's why when you drop me off, I went right back out the door. No, I swear.
That's why she hates him. KC was like, yeah, they were wrong. You will say sorry.
Oh, you gonna text her right now? Okay.
You know, there's certain things. Sometimes, like it was like that Rodney King, and we all just get along. You know what I'm saying? We really just want everybody to get. I don't know what we really want, but the statement. You know what I'm saying? Seems like can we all
That
just
makes
get
sense,
along no matter what type we are? You understand? We all have to respect each other in a way of not doing certain things. You know, in each other's presence.
No, go ahead. Y'all talking back, guys. We can hear you. What's the time?
All right, so Strong Black Voice has come with another comment. He says, you called the one dude the F word when he didn't disrespect you. You called other people the N word, not using it as a slur. You called someone the B word when you were already being disrespected. That was the difference.
Wait.
And the B word isn't a slur.
Oh, I thought he said the thought was a difference. Oh, never mind.
Hold on, stop. Did he really just say that? That the B word is not a slur? So that means then he does not see any disrespect from Kevin.
Exactly.
You've been saying that.
So I wasn't disrespectful.
It's just- I think it's mainly on the unprovoked situation.
You know what's funny?
Here's the
The
problem.
one word that he checks me to say when I come on here is the word bitch.
Here's the problem. That's what I was just about to say.
Mhm.
The last time he was on the show, we can go back and show you it. He had a problem with Kevin saying the word bitch.
Well, maybe you got across to him. Or maybe you got across to him.
No, you want to know something? His hypocrisy is okay. I just stated that. His hypocrisy
Let's see what
is
he said.
okay. Last time it wasn't good. This time it is good. It's okay.
Maybe you just taking what you said and learning.
And that's
At the end of the day, that's the whole point of this, is for us to do that. And I just need to say this before we run out of time. Please, I hope you come back on the show. You know, everybody wants us to talk more, but it doesn't have to be about. She says this every time I ask her. I'm not going to, because Kevin's going to make it all about our relationship. I'm like, he does that when you're not there. Like, you need to be here to respond to yourself.
number one. I'm happy Crystal's here. We're going to close this last little 3 minutes out. She needs this work. You're going to get this work right now. All right? None of this shit, all this was caused by you. All right? All this was caused by you. Word. All this is caused by you. Okay? Whether you were being conscious about your life or not. things it is that y'all have gone through being shared in the public have allowed some of us to see things differently. We don't have to act differently or be differently. You open the spectrum up for me to hear what a woman had to say. If Hella was worried why I wasn't arguing with her so much. The man told me, listen to what the woman has to say. She's going to tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I learned, through that interaction. Y'all have been hella good sports. Yes, I'm saying that as sarcasm, but y'all have been, real good sports when it comes to having y'all situation in the public. But Crystal, we wouldn't be sitting here if you didn't bark the fuck out like women do. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all. Y'all bark the fuck out when you got the good shit in front of you. Motherfuckers willing to do everything. Now, I'm not in your household. It's none of my business. Okay? But I make parts of it my damn business. You understand what I'm saying? Why is this seat hot? Like Remy been farting on this shit the whole time. God damn.
I'm a big boy.
Yeah, I can throw the cushion covers in the washing machine. They come off.
Big boy.
I think a lot of people should watch how it is you handle yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you showed up, regardless of saying, Remy, he's gonna be talking about our relationship. Your relationship is a pinnacle. Your relationship is success for a lot of people that are around y'all.
And with that being said, I need to say this too. She didn't bug out, in my opinion, but that's what a lot of us don't understand, is that as much as it was positive that we were together, the way we separated, I'll say instead of broke up, separated and how we're able to be friends is what many people should be able to have.
I am definitely aspiring to have that. We spoke about this. We're definitely aspiring to have the Who's Crystal Gonna Be Dating show.
Yeah, and I support that.
I definitely spoke on that. I was like, damn, I did this for Remy. Oh, I'm gonna have to be the
Nah, I don't like having my business out there like that.
For the first time in my life, I never thought I would want a friend with my girl. But yo, Casey's tall and got gray eyes. So, you wouldn't do too bad for yourself, Crystal. Yeah, if you take him off the market, there might leave some women left.
That is Casey got
a lot. And so you.
If I can't handle your dating life, I definitely cannot.
Everybody needs some friends like my two friends that's right here. You know what I'm saying? It's dead serious. Everybody needs some friends that's like my two friends, because no matter who you are who it is that you are. You get, I'm going to say judge, because judgment is fine. You get judged on the interaction of what it is you have going with them, and not on that interaction that you might have outside. Because if y'all listen to what it is that y'all hear me say here, that's nothing compared to what my regular life is like. Jumping fences and running from police. You know what I'm saying?
No, don't say that. He's a businessman.
I know. But no, that's sarcasm. Oh, it's nothing compared to what my regular life is like. Jumping fences, running from police. Like, you never know what somebody going through. Yeah. You never know what they into. Right. They could be the smoothest person, and that's why I apologize. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm sorry I even took this over. But my apology goes out publicly to the women that were in that room for my participation inside such. I'm not trying to defend myself and say that everything it was that I did was right or wrong. I'm not chasing right or wrong. It has been brought to my attention that many people see it to have been disrespectful, that her skirt came up. Hey, I fucked a bitch in the ass before. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful too. You know? I'm just saying that's disrespectful too. It's disrespectful too. We do things that motherfuckers just don't know. I am apologizing for my participation in that, because at that time I didn't know that it was being seen to be like.
Same here, and I have to apologize because so many people feel comfortable and safe with me that if that feeling had left somebody's soul because of something I didn't say or did say, I apologize as well. And at the end of the day, the one thing I want people to understand is that we can't assume anything about anybody. She said it over and over. You assume, but she assumed, and we can't do that. Because assumptions make an ass out of us and put us in situations where we're like that. Make sure you communicate with the people that you're interacting with. Make sure you communicate before you do anything to another person's body, because you don't know where that could lead. And I think that's what we're learning from this. And assumptions can be very dangerous, as Kevin said. A lot of people are dying now because of assumptions from lack of communication. And I feel like we need to communicate more. Crystal, anything you want to say in closing?
I am going to apologize that when the dress went up, I didn't address it and actually take her aside and get to the bottom and make sure she was actually okay.
Mhm.
And I just took her, laughter is okay.
Mhm.
Other than
I
that,
hope your friend watches this and watches it all the way to the end, thoroughly all the way through, and which it might be hard. It doesn't. See how you're saying you got it is because you know that she's not willing. Okay, and I have to leave that there. But when somebody is willing, sometimes we should open up a little bit more to understand where it is they're coming from.
On that happy note, before you say something about pussy or dick, we out of here. This is the real Red. Let's get out of here before we. Because Kevin, I had to take his wife.
People used to say you black, then watch your mouth. We ain't listen, not for the clout. Original man, all I'm watching is y'all. Crazy how addicted I used to be at the mall. Spending all this hard-earned dough, but never bought. In the game of life was more of a curtain call. Smiling in your face, can't tell I was hurt at all. My little Asian love would go and run me the raw. Brought it to the crib and let me borrow the car. Gotta be fly, you gon' catch the people eye. Can't recognize the real when you always taught a lie. Can't remember a day when my mama wasn't hurting. Daddy wasn't brave and my niggas wasn't cursing. We was just some slaves and amazed with our burdens. Trying to find our way through this pain we immersed in. Raised by a gay shit, the sage wasn't working. Remember when they say we was 3/5 a person, but if we came first, how the fuck do that work? I know there's people never like to tell the truth cause it hurt.